You're watching Central Illinois' best source for news and weather. WAND News at 4 starts now.
We're tracking severe weather first at 4. Strong storms produce 5 tornado warnings across central Illinois. This is viewer video of one of those 5 tornadoes east of Owanaco. You can see the funnel cloud that sparked the warnings today. We know right now there are reports of damage across central Illinois. We have team coverage of the storm and that damage. We'll get to Chief Meteorologist Jim Kozak with what happened in just a moment. But we're going to start with team coverage with meteorologist Phil Collins, who's live in Assumption with a look at the damage. What are you seeing there, Phil?
Well, overall, we're just seeing a lot of limbs that are down. Cars had to be moved. I'm going to step off camera here so you can just kind of see what's been going on. Like I said, big, thick limbs fall into the ground. And the first thing you're going to notice here, other than limbs itself, is the playground equipment. Well, I'm at Crimmer Village, and what this is a Presbyterian home for children, housing over 200 children from communities and counties across the area. And, well, of course, whenever you have severe weather and children in play, it means that much more. And obviously, you can see no one out here out and about. Just a few moments ago, they were outside trying to clean up just a little bit. And overall, limbs across this area are down on the ground right now. And like I said, kind of a dangerous scene out here. Multiple cars had to be moved, not necessarily in parking spots by themselves. But one thing you're going to notice over the course of the next several days is people out here cleaning up. For right now, live in Assumption, Illinois, I'm meteorologist Phil Collins for WAND News.
Yeah, Phil, at just one location that had confirmed report of tornadic activity. We'll go through the list. We have it on the map right now. Anywhere from portions of Christian and Shelby County and points southbound, not just Assumption, but it's Findlay, Pana, Mason, and Altamont. Mason and Altamont down in Effingham County right there, south of Interstate 70. Now, the good news here is that the storms have weakened just a bit, and most of which have bypassed Effingham County off to the south. We still have a couple of thunderstorms up over Cumberland and Coles County, as well as Edgar County, but they shall be moving away as well within the next 30 to 60 minutes. So things are going to calm down dramatically. Now, that being said, still could have a passing shower as the depth of cold air aloft is moving in across central Illinois, and you can see the shower activity associated with it across northern Illinois on in through Interstate 80 corridor. But when we check out our Flooring America camera network, it is all over the place. You go from sun to clouds and wet weather back to the sunshine. It's a crazy run throughout the worst month of the year for severe weather, Chris, and I'll have more on that and another risk of severe weather in that 7-day forecast momentarily.
You guys were busy today. Thank you. WAND News was the first media to send you an alert about these tornado warnings. Be sure to download the WAND weather app to get the latest weather information straight to your phone. We have some breaking details now at 4, a step towards normalcy. Today, Governor J.B. Pritzker announced the state will enter the bridge phase of reopening on May 14th.
One step closer to removing nearly all of the remaining mitigations. For restaurants and bars and retail and weddings and public gatherings.
And WAND's Karen Eisert followed that announcement. She's here now to break down what we can expect from this mitigation change. Karen?
Now, May 14th, Chris, next Friday, the governor says the state will move into that bridge phase, which means Illinoisans are steps away from being a fully reopened state. The bridge phase increases capacity for restaurants and indoor and outdoor dining, gyms, offices, and stores. They can welcome more people inside. Outdoor festivals and events, they can also expand, and social events inside can have 250 people, while outdoor events can have 500. Governor J.B. Pritzker says the concerns of upward movements in the metrics stabilized and the numbers are moving now in the right direction.
The number of people going into the hospital each day with COVID-19 has dropped. The total number of patients fighting COVID-19 in the hospital is beginning to level off, and our statewide ICU bed availability is above 20%.
Well, again, the governor explains vaccinations is what will move the state forward and through this bridge phase. And if all these trends with hospitalizations and case rates, Chris, if they remained low, the state could fully reopen by June the 11th.
Good news and good information. Thank you, Karen. The COVID-19 metrics in Illinois continue to drop. The Department of Public Health is reporting nearly 1,800 new COVID-19 cases, along with 40 more people dying. The 7-day positivity rate has dropped to 3.8%. Moderna says its COVID-19 vaccine is 96% effective in kids ages 12 to 17. The teens tolerated the vaccine pretty well, and Moderna didn't find any serious issues. The vaccine is currently authorized for emergency use in adults 18 years and older. Moderna says it plans to apply for full approval for adults later this month. Reports show the FDA could greenlight the Pfizer vaccine for teens as soon as next week, and parents are mixed on whether or not to give it to their children. Researchers with the Kaiser Family Foundation surveyed more than 2,000 parents. 30% of those parents said that they would get their kids vaccinated immediately. 26% will wait and see. About 1 in 5 say they will do it if their school requires it. We have new details now. A Tilton police officer who fired his weapon at another person is on paid leave. Illinois State Police say the shooting happened on East 14th Street Wednesday. Both the officer and the suspect were injured and taken to the hospital. Police say the officer has been released from the hospital. We do not know the other person's conditions. No names have been released. New at 4, a jury finds a murder suspect guilty in a shooting at a Decatur Long John Silver's. 22-year-old Matthew Anderson is now convicted of first-degree murder. Decatur police say the incident happened back in January of 2019 at the former business on El Dorado. Police say Curtis Hairston was shot several times and later died. Anderson is due for sentencing next month. Law enforcement from all over the state are honoring fallen officers and their families. Hundreds gathered behind the Illinois State Capitol at the police officer statue for the Peace Officer Memorial today. Last year's ceremony was canceled due to COVID, so officers killed in the line of duty in both 2019 and 2020 were honored in the emotional ceremony.
It's been a difficult year, but not nearly as difficult as what these families experience every day, knowing their loved ones aren't coming home again.
This memorial is an annual event that happens on the first Thursday in May. Many Illinois seniors will retire with little in the way of retirement savings. The state treasurer says Illinois is facing a retirement crisis. He is looking to expand a program called Secure Choice. Right now, employers with at least 25 employees must offer a retirement program. Secure Choice does not cost the employer anything and allows employees to contribute money into a Roth IRA-style retirement plan where they have several mutual funds to invest in.
There's a retirement crisis in this country, and it's clear those who are not saving for retirement have something in common versus those who are, and it's, do they have a workplace option? If you have a workplace option, you're 15 times more likely to be saving for your retirement than someone who doesn't.
The treasurer says legislation is pending that will allow employers with as few as 5 employees to participate in the program. The treasurer says many people across the state retire with as little as $5,000 in savings. A food pantry reinvented, coming up what makes this food drive different than the rest. And it's Thursday. You know what that means? Talk Back Thursday. With Mother's Day just days away, what are some of your last-minute gift ideas for your mom? Leave your answers on the WAND News Center 17 page. But first, WAND News and Papa Murphy's have teamed up for you to win a family pack from Papa Murphy's. Go to our website and enter that code word that you see at the bottom of your screen, BEEF. One person will be selected to win 2 large topping pizzas and a side and a soda. Jim hopes to win. We'll announce the winner tomorrow at 4, then watch again next Thursday for another chance to win. We'll see you after the break. A local church is removing the stigma from the meaning of a food pantry. New Vision Church in Decatur just opened its new food market. Unlike a traditional boxed meal package from a food pantry, people in the community can come and do their own personalized shopping like they would at a grocery store. The food market has a wide range of items like canned goods, dairy products, and meat produce. The food market is open every Monday and Thursday from 5 to 7 at night at the church's location on North Van Dyke Street. We're getting a taste of normalcy. Notorious Meats in Mount Zion cutting the ribbon today. It comes from the same guys that brought you Notorious PIG. Notorious Meats has all the meats you need this grilling season, from steak cuts, chicken, kebabs, and if you're feeling crazy, the jalapeno popper burger. After a tough year, the owners see it as kind of a coming out party.
There's a lot of people out there that are struggling, and it's not been easy for us. But at the end of the time, you know, growth is what makes it happen. So we've seen a need in the community, and we decided that we were going to take the jump and we were going to fill that void.
This grand opening is this Saturday morning at 10. There will be a car show, music, some good food, of course, and some giveaways. Making sure the Tokyo Games start on time is still to come. How Pfizer is playing a big role in making sure the Olympics go smoothly. A live look now from Assumption, where some damage from those strong storms, possibly a tornado that moved through here. You can see that bench that is destroyed. We know this is at a youth home for foster children. We do know that the winds were so strong here that there are tree limbs down. Cars were actually moved through the parking lot, and a bench, a cement bench, was actually picked up and thrown into a car. You can see as the camera kind of pans around there, just some of the damage there, those tree limbs down. Jim, we know at least 5 tornadoes right now. A busy day for you guys.
Busy day indeed. You know, in the overall scheme of things, Monday was far more active than today, far more. But there were more tornadoes today over a shorter period of time, and it's because of the locations that they hit. Mondays were all in open fields, no damage, no fatalities. Today, not all of them were in an open field. The good news, no fatalities. We do have some damage though, so again, yeah, Chris mentioned reports of funnel clouds and tornadoes anywhere from Pana over the road toward Assumption, Findlay, excuse me, all the way down to Altamont and Mason, just south of Interstate 70 in Effingham County. Closer to Macon County, we still have our fair share of clouds on our Roto-Rooter tower camera, but there are patches of blue. Wind's huffing and puffing right now on the tail end of the cold front. And it will be diminishing, but we have to wait until when the sun goes down. We're 58 degrees for the time being. And, you know, most of us in the 50s. We're still looking at 61 degrees in Carlinville. A rarity in terms of getting this much tornadic activity when it's this cool outside, but the front that was coming through definitely meant business and allowed enough of an updraft and the twisting and turning of the wind with height to create the madness that we just saw. Just some leftover rain in the wake of some of the hail from Vermilion County, but now it's just some brief hard downpours east of Paris, that part of Edgar County, coming down through Clark County. You still got a little bit of action over Cumberland County to the southeastern flank of Effingham County, but that is all she wrote right there. There are pockets of blue coming on back, but also a little bit of shower activity. With the depth of the cold air, we call them instability showers. But you need the heating of the sun with the cold air for them to fire up. Once that sun goes down, those showers will dwindle, but yeah, 1 or 2 northern locales near Interstate 74 could certainly easily end up with a passing shower before the night is done. But a broad swath of clear skies back to the west, a little bit of cloud cover coming down the road from North Dakota will mix with the sunshine here tomorrow, but in general, should be an A-OK day. But our next storm system already on the map, coming in through the Pacific Northwest as I speak, and that's going to be the holiday storm system, and there is a risk of severe weather again as we head on into that holiday weekend. Short term, our Nestler and Associates Futurecast does show 1 or 2 of those pop-up showers up until the time the sun goes down or shortly thereafter, and then a break in the action tomorrow. Clouds and sunshine will go back and forth for us. I don't think there's going to be any shower activity. It's still cold aloft, so there will be some instability clouds, and even if a shower does develop, I think it would be, you know, basically virga, where it would evaporate from the cloud deck to the ground surface. But look for more clouds rolling in during the course of Saturday in advance of our next storm system. This one looks like it's not going to be much in terms of shower activity before 6 p.m. on Saturday. I think the lion's share of action is going to be Saturday evening, Saturday night, and on in through Mother's Day. And speaking of that, still healthy in the rainfall department. Most locations at least an inch, if not a little bit more than that. So definitely have to keep tabs on the track of the storm system. That'll tell the tale as to whether or not there's going to be a risk of severe weather. We're 42 degrees under the cover of darkness tonight. The wet weather moves away. Passing shower in some northern tier locales, otherwise clearing. Cool outside. Sunshine, clouds going back and forth tomorrow. The wind, that does return. Gusting into the 20s, part of your St. Mary's Hospital 7-day forecast. Deja vu with the wind on Saturday, then even more so Mother's Day and on into Monday. Some of the gusts over 30 miles per hour. Now, if you have outdoor plans this weekend, you want to stay dry, first 2/3 of Saturday should be good. But if the track of the storm slides by to our south, we'll negate severe weather and talk about heavy rain, perhaps flooding in some locations. But if the track of the storm system comes farther to the north, there is that potential for isolated severe weather on Mother's Day. So we'll definitely keep you posted there. Otherwise, generally some sunshine returning and a dry work week for next week. Chris?
Now on WAND, the job market continues to improve more and more as restrictions start to ease. The first-time unemployment fell to 498,000 last week, the lowest since the start of the pandemic. The Labor Department predicts the economy added about 1 million jobs last month. Here in Illinois, unemployment claims have fallen more than 80% compared to last year. Promoting a smooth and safe Tokyo Games, the International Olympic Committee says Pfizer and BioNTech will donate vaccines to athletes and officials for the Tokyo Olympics. Deliveries will start going out this month. Some athletes have already been vaccinated. The Tokyo Games kick off on July 23rd. Mean tweets coming up why Twitter is asking you to think again before hitting that tweet button. And it's Talkback Thursday. Today's question, with Mother's Day coming up Sunday, what are some of your last-minute gift ideas? Put in your last-minute answers on our News Center 17 page. We'll be right back. Trending now, Twitter is asking users to think twice before posting that mean tweet. This message that you're about to see pops up when you use bad words in a tweet. It asks you to push pause and then think if you truly want to send the tweet for the Twitterverse to see. Twitter says while testing the feature, people chose not to tweet their mean thoughts a third of the time. I think the perfect solution is just get rid of social media altogether.
Absolutely. But you know what? A lot of people absolutely positively love to hide behind their keyboard. I'll get a couple of messages, especially like when we're covering for tornadic activity, which we're here to save lives and property. But my goodness, if we're covering up Jeopardy and you miss 1 minute of Jeopardy.
But these are the same people that are going to complain when we don't go on the air for their county.
Absolutely.
So, I mean,
absolutely.
That's my mean tweet of the day. It's Talkback Thursday, Mother's Day, just a few days away. So we want to know, what are some of your last-minute gift ideas for mom? A lot of you posted on social media talking about what you were going to get. I sent my mom a card.
Sweet deal.
Hey, so not.
I have a half pack of Smarties left.
I also want to know when it's like Son's Day, when it's Daughter's Day. I'm going to get so much heat for this.
Oh, yeah.
But when's Son's Day? I want a day.
I don't know. There's got to be one.
There's got to be. There's a day for everything.
True that.
Everything. Your pets have a day. All right. Much quieter day weather. We'll be right back with final year forecast. Good idea to not have an outdoor dinner plans.
Well, you know what? Only because of the gusty wind. Otherwise, things are quieting down. And update, I don't have a half pack of Smarties anymore.
He ate them all and didn't offer me any.
Well, that's, you know what, it's...
That's twice now. Twice now in this newscast that I have left Jim speechless.
Speechless for the time being. But it's a great segue to weather because you know what? We do have some terrific weather outside tomorrow. A little on the cool side. It should be 70 degrees, but that would be a much better, with the exception of the wind, outdoor lunch date index. But because of the wind, well, you know what? I'll have to wait. You'll have to wait until 5 o'clock to see what the oldie has in store for us. But do keep in mind there are heavy pockets of rain Saturday night into Mother's Day, and there is at least a chance for severe thunderstorms yet again.
Yay.
Right.
Like, can it just calm down for a little while?
Eventually. Got to get out of May.
Right. All right. We'll see you back here tonight at 5. More news, weather, and sports. WANDTV.com. Have a great night.